friends, MD Vegan. I make a kale smoothie today, and that is one of my favorite smoothies because kale is, it's the most nutrient dense mineral, leafy green we know. I looked it up, it's really true. There are all kinds of minerals in there, vitamins, all kinds of vitamins. Okay, no D, no E, but all the other vitamins, no B12 of course, but everything you need is in there almost, very high. Everything else, and the minerals even more. Calcium, huge in calcium, like many greens, yeah. This is the highest: magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, all high, all what we need. Yeah, vitamin K, even a huge amount of vitamin K, which is not so often. So kale is really the way to go, and the Americans, they know it. They have it all over the year. In Germany, we have it only in winter time. Some health food shops, they are hip. They know we need kale. And so they have it also on their shelves, and even different options. Usually we have this kind of kale here. This is a standard we have in Germany, and when the first frost comes, it is harvested. It's a huge German thing, kale. It's very very famous, but only in wintertime. And it has to be harvested after the first frost. And then we have it in the winter. It grows all through the summer. You plant it in springs, the plants get high, little bushes, almost little trees, and they are growing all through the year. And then when the first frost comes, they're harvested, and then they taste even sweet. I tasted the leaves before because you have to take off the stems when a smoothie. You see, you just rip the stems off very easily. And you can eat the stems as snacks, and they taste nice. They taste a little bit sweet even. So they have been harvested at the right time and not too early. And then they have the full nutrient content, and that tastes even sweet. But kale can taste a little bit difficult. It can be a little bitter. So we have to use it in a smoothie wisely. And a smoothie is a good solution to get the kale because it breaks up the cells completely, the blender. Yeah, I'll show in a moment. And then you have all the nutrients available easily, and you don't need to worry that there's anything lost. No, even science, now they show a smoothie is a perfect way to get the nutrients in. There is no problem. Just you don't have to chew when you drink a smoothie, but well, that's up to you. You have to use your teeth. Yeah, that's important to have. There's some work to do. So I eat other things that make me happy, my teeth happy. Yeah, that they can only chew a little bit. That's very important. A smoothie is not the way to go for that, of course. So I have a smoothie once in a while. Every 3 or 4 days I make a wonderful smoothie video. I'm talking of videos now for myself. I have a smoothie now and then, maybe daily, no problem, a little snack or so. But this kale smoothie here I made today is pretty balanced. I have also some fat in there. Yeah, kale has also protein. Yeah, you would have believed. Yeah, has also protein. No problem. And I will put some special fatty acid in there with chia seed. And this is the other fascinating story about the chia seed today. There's 1 teaspoon only, and that is what is needed to bring the weight down. I mean, chia seed are a superfood, as kale is a superfood. I mean, all plants have their benefits. Almost all edible plants have wonderful health benefits. They all are antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. That's the most important issue for our health. Yeah, almost all diseases are together with anti-inflammation and with inflammation or with high acidity, and so these kind of things is oxidation. These kind of things are all plants and vegetables, fruit, and so are these very important benefits. So plant food is our food to go. There's no doubt now by science by now. Yeah, and the chia seed has the specialty that there are special fatty acids in there, yeah, that are very well for our system. We need and don't find it that often. Often people talk about animal foods to get these kind of fatty acids, omega-3 they call it. Yeah, but it's no problem. You find them also in the kale, also very much in the chia seed. That's why chia seed is so important, like flaxseed or so. But the chia seed has a very special quality. It saves calories. Like eating breakfast, I've told in other videos in recent days, it's a wonderful information from science. if you eat breakfast on a regular way, so everyday breakfast, yeah, then this breakfast saves you calories. That means you don't eat as much in the day, in the later day. The other meals, you don't. They don't. Let's say the calories don't count from the breakfast. You can eat more without having to count the calories in the same way as you count the calories from later meals, if you count calories. And if you want to lose weight, that is an important tool, yeah? I mean, we don't need to count calories, but just saying, yeah? It is a scientific approach how to understand certain aspects. Science is limited by itself, of course. It's only focused on our Western science that rules the world now. It's only focused on a certain aspect of the truth, but they have to say a good science has to show where the limitations are, and that's what they do. They do that when you read a study. In the beginning, you see perfectly the conditions under that the study has been made. So many persons, how many persons have been involved, how did they live, under which conditions, what they eat, and so on. All these things have to be described very precisely. So you have to know the limitations of this study. But if the study is made under certain conditions, then they get peer reviewed, and the colleagues, yeah, the folks that are in that scene, the specialists, they read the study in the journals and they approve of it and say, okay, that's peer reviewed. We share another opinion, but it is the conditions under the study has been made are okay. And that is the first step every study has to pass. Otherwise, you have only your personal experience, your story. I find this super healthy, I like it. And then everybody can say that anytime. The feelings are yours, of course. But you cannot make the conclusion that this is for everybody. And you cannot even conclude that you are right. Yeah? Who knows if you are right? Who knows that how can I know that I'm right? That I do make the correct conclusions about what I see, because anything could escape myself. Yeah? So, for the best knowledge we can use, that's in a democracy valuable. It's in the Western societies, we all rely on science and its limitations. That has to be taken into account. Yeah. So, and this science shows us that breakfast saves calories because they don't count as much when you eat it regularly, not if you jump around, if you eat regularly. And even that is the similar effect is with the chia seed. I show you again. 1 teaspoon of chia seed is enough to save calories, because afterwards you will eat less calories. And that has been proven, and it is only fair, it works only if the chia seed is broken down, if it's ground. I will break it down now in the blender. I hope it works. For that I put my kale in, but I show you, before I do that now, I show you the base of my smoothie. I have shown you the main ingredients. That is the kale for the high nutrients, and the chia seed for the special omega-3 fatty acid in relation to the 6. I have 2 different kinds of fatty acids. They have to be balanced in a certain ratio. Chia seed is perfect for that. So these are the main ingredients, nutrient-wise. But for the flavor, for the yumminess, for more calories, yeah, for fat and all these things that we need a certain amount of. Make a banana milk smoothie. Banana milk smoothie is my way to go to make any kind of a smoothie, because you can put many ingredients into a smoothie. That's a banana milk smoothie that on their own could not be so easy. And what took me some time to find out how to make a delicious smoothie in an easy way. And one of the easiest ways is making a banana milk smoothie. First you make a banana milk, and it's always delicious. Everybody loves it. I mean, not everybody, but many people love it. And I have some bananas here. That's maybe 1.5 cup banana slices. 4 small bananas or 2 large bananas, as you wish. And 1 lemon. That's a perfect combination, banana and lemon. Lemon keeps the banana light. It's an antioxidant, very healthy. And to make it creamier, that is this banana milk smoothie specialty, you put some nuts and seeds in there. And here, cashew nuts are amazing. I have just a small handful of cashew nuts. This is always the ratio, handful of nuts, bananas, lemon, and some water. A cup, I will give it, yeah, in a cup. There can be more later, but this is the banana milk smoothie, and it will be added now the kale. Maybe that's a cup of kale. You press it together. It's a cup. Yeah, it's a wonderful serving. You don't need that much of the greens, but you should have greens. We should have greens daily. I would recommend it for everybody. Greens are maybe our most important food, whereas fruits and vegetable by itself, fruit maybe are the most precious food we have. Yeah, because you need so much water to put into the fruit. I always talk about plant food. I don't consider animals as our food. Sorry, friends. I guess that mankind has to learn that lesson still, but we are on the best way to learn it. Very soon we will have understood that animals are not our food. So, and now the teaspoon of chia seed gets on top, and now I have everything in to make it balanced and nice smoothie, and I will blend it up. And actually I need to blend a little bit longer because the chia seed, they really need to break up, otherwise this weight loss effect does not work. That they have that proven that scientifically too. If you just eat the chia seed just like that, it doesn't work. It goes through the system, is not broken up, so the effect is not there. But if you ground it, that works. That have shown that. And I guess they did not show that. If you soak them, that would also work, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not concerned with weight loss that much. But just saying, because it's so fascinating what plants can do, and how all our usual rationalizations, our scientific knowledge that we share usually in the world, in this world, how that gets a little bit twisted if we see what the plants can do. Yeah, a calorie is not like a calorie. It's not one-to-one. Calorie in the breakfast is not the same as calorie at lunch. So these kind of things, who would have known? Isn't that amazing? And that comes mostly from the vegan movement, because there's so much science. Since the vegan movement goes globally, has been globally in 2014, or it began or so with a huge surge in quotes and citations and people asking, began in Great Britain, in London, or with the Vegan Society. All of a sudden they were on it for decades, and now the first time 2013 all these numbers jumped up. A big total change in the vegan movement went global, and since then more and more studies have been published because the science got interested in for more and more out, and now we are middle in the huge revolution of the science, of the nutritional science. Let's see now, blender dance. Blend a little bit longer. The sound was still a little bit woo woo woo, but it looks pretty okay. I'll check it now. It looks very nice. I love this kale smoothie color. This is the kale smoothie color. Yeah. Texture is perfect. Let's see what it tastes like. Tastes like a bomb. Wow. Tastes super delicious. I show you what it looks like, because this is also very important. It has to be nice. See the creaminess, you can see the texture when it runs. Texture, color, flavor, fragrance, all these are nutrients now. We know. Science shows us so many new interesting things, and in the end it will be easy to understand. In the end it is easy. You eat what you like, what tastes well, and take that's what you eat in the end. But we have to train a little bit our taste buds. So we got confused by eating too much animals, so our taste buds were all in animal products, too much fat and sugar. We are trained to do that. So these kind of misconceptions have to be educated a little bit. We have to educate ourselves. Each of us has to do that by themselves. I do it with everyday new recipes, so my taste bud really begin to enjoy the variety. My body really loves this variety of food. Every kind, all kinds of different foods and plants I take in, and that is what is seems to be the healthiest approach to diet. Make it a huge variety, and plants, of course. Yeah, health is not the most important subject in veganism, of course. It also always started with the animals, always. Yeah, the fairness. Yeah, the liberation of the animals is also the liberation of the humans, because humans are like animals. They are animals indeed, but they didn't understand. They thought they were higher than animals. They are not. They are just like animals, have the same physical rights, the same rights to be free. And we have to understand that. And but the health is important because technically mankind didn't seem to, let's say, put it another way, the vegan revolution began worldwide in 2014 at the same time when the first big medical studies have been published. So veganism may not be about health. Of course, it's a very small pillar. It's an important pillar, but not the most important. But without health, without the nutritional science, it's questionable if we ever would have seen a global vegan movement. I think that's a big argument. In the end, of course, everyone needs their heart. If you don't accept a study, if you say, I don't believe that, and nobody helps you. You have to understand it. We have to every single one of us has to feel it, have to understand it. Then we can do it. We will enjoy it. We will embrace it. So without the heart, without the compassion, without the intuition, that is the highest intellectual capacity we have, the intuition, the source of knowledge, we will not accomplish anything. But the health is important, yeah, as a scientific approach, because many people wouldn't have found out, wouldn't have trusted it. Yeah, you have to trust your feelings too, and if you cannot do that because you are too skeptic, you have too many doubts, it won't work. Yeah, so that way, health is important. The subject, of course, now we have the planet, yeah, saving the planet, one of the other pillars of non-violent lifestyle. Yeah. This respect for our nature, for the planet, yeah, and now the global community of the countries has decided to save the planet. I hope everybody will join, all the countries will join in the end and make it happen. It doesn't seem to be like that now. We seem to have a dark future right now, but we are still in the process. We have still some time left. Let's see where we go. We all have to contribute, and what we all as single persons can do is choose a plant-based diet, choose a vegan diet, and that's the single impact everybody can have just by themselves. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Tell everybody, go vegan. And if you like my channel, subscribe Emily Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Yeah, we have to go on. And maybe find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Hope to see you soon.